Thanks for watching On Air with Aaron. So, I'm going to be having my first episode soon with a special guest star, and you'll see who that is soon. But I'm just going to give you like a little mini summary of what my show's going to be like. So pretty much I'll be, you'll never know where I'm going to be. And I'll have a special guest star right next to me, and I'm just going to ask them questions about their life and like, what they think about like today's society or something, and like, what's it like to live a day as that person. So, like, keep watching for our videos. We're gonna have like at least 1 million. So, be on the lookout for our videos. Subscribe, and my awesome camera woman is Marina. Awesome. Okay. Yep. Be on the lookout. Hey, thanks for watching On Air with Aaron. Today we have a really special guest star for our pilot kickoff episode, Ellen Dyer.
Hi.
Thanks for being on the show, Ellen.
No problem.
So, I was just wondering, what inspired you to be on the show, or who or what made you?
Well, you asked me to be on the show a few days ago, and I thought it'd be a cool thing, and then I was sleeping on the chairs here in the choir room, and you were like, hey, let's do it. And so I was like, oh yeah, totally, because who doesn't want to be on a TV series?
It's a pretty good show, isn't it? It's a good show.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Well, thanks a lot for being on the show. It means a lot to me.
Yeah, I'm glad.
So, I understand your passion is theater. Would you like to branch out on that subject?
Sure. What do you want to know about it?
So, like, what ignited the flames to your passion?
Well, I always really wanted to be on the stage. Like every little girl wants to be in the theater, but I don't know, that flame never really died for me. And then one day in the 8th grade, when I was thinking about going into high school and all that stuff and the things that I could do, I was just like, you know what, I think I'm going to audition for a play. And so I did, and that just started
Just skyrocketed.
Nice. Started my journey down the road of theater.
And that's what you want to do, like, as your career, right?
Yeah.
That's great, that's great. I love people who, like, follow their passions.
Yeah, follow your
It's
dreams.
great. Follow your dreams.
Reach
Dream
for
the
the
dream.
stars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's quite interesting. So, what's it like being, like, what do you think it's like being you? Like, oh, we have a very special guest star. Look, nice audience members, Taylor, Colton, and Michaela, graciously being audience members on the show.
They're really cool. I like them.
Okay. So anyway, Ellen, so what's it like being you?
It's pretty cool. Day-to-day life, it's like, it's life. I go to school and I spend a lot of time at school because I have 8 classes as a senior and rehearsal almost every day.
Okay, let's take a pause. Can we like rewind and like let's snowball on top of this? Like in more detail, can you walk through a typical Ellen Dyer day? Like you wake up, what's the first thing you think about? What you gotta do? What do you usually eat? Do you eat breakfast? And then snowball through the schedule.
Well, usually I wake up and then I try and figure out a way to convince myself that I can still sleep for 5 more minutes, even though it's really not an option. And then I turn my iPod off and I unplug my phone and I groom myself, and then I don't really eat breakfast. I usually just drink a cup of coffee. But then that's always really complicated because I get a full cup of coffee and halfway on my way into town to go to school, it turns like lukewarm and I can't drink coffee very fast because of an espresso incident that we don't need to talk about. So as a result, I can only drink like half a cup of coffee at a time. So I get halfway to the school and there's only half a cup of coffee, and I can't drink it, and it's just awkward. But anyway, then I get to school and I have 0 hour at 8 o'clock, AP Calculus, and that's always fun. Mr. Potter's kind of weird, but he's cool. And then I have AP Lit, which has only 11 people, and that's kind of okay. And then I have French. Marina knows how that is. We don't need to say anything more about that.
Marina, you know about it?
Yes. Yeah.
And then we have anatomy, which is my favorite science class ever. Miss Monaco is the best teacher ever. Seriously, if you're going to JDHS, I highly recommend it. Then I have acting company, and that's always a lot of fun. We're working on duos right now, which is cool. And then I have government with Hannon. I think that speaks for itself. And then I don't have a 6th period, but I have 2 7th hours. I have technical theater and chamber singers. And those are both really cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, well that covers your school day. What happens like at night besides rehearsal? Oh, just rehearsal?
Yeah, usually I have about a 5-minute break between chambers and rehearsal. And during that time, my mom comes and drops off food, and I like shove it down my esophagus. And then we rehearse.
There's gonna be a lot of improvising.
And then I go home and I do a lot of homework, college stuff.
Like, there's only so much we can do.
And then I watch The Big Bang Theory. Yeah.
I've heard good things about that show.
It is. It's a really good
I've heard even better things about this show.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Definitely. This kid.
Think of that. For that before.
Okay, well, thanks. So like, it's nice to like see, like, visualize, like, hey, I'm gonna be Ellen for a little bit, and then like, peering inside, like,
Yeah.
my imagination, like,
Yeah,
whoa,
right. Just visualization.
Ellen,
Man.
yeah, feeling it. Okay, so, what Hogwarts house would you be in, and why?
I don't know. Like, it's a toss-up between Gryffindor and Slytherin.
Oh, why? Why?
Yeah. Well, because Slytherin is just, like there's a lot of power there. It's like, oh, that's enticing.
So you're power hungry.
Oh, a little bit.
Okay.
But at the same time, like Gryffindor, it's like, oh, brave, be the hero, like step up, man. And I feel like if you take out the evil part of Slytherin, they're really nice people.
Yeah.
You know, it's just they get a
I see
bad,
that.
they kind of get a bad rep.
Yeah.
Because they get people, like,
Because I think almost everybody would have become a Death Eater. Something like that. I think that's why.
well, most of the Death Eaters were Slytherins originally. But I mean, if you take Voldemort out of the picture, they weren't that bad.
Fabric can make it look fun.
You got a good point, Helen.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you collect anything?
I guess if you count shoes,
Shoes?
yeah.
How many pairs do you think
I'll
you
just
have?
go under my house.
Or do you know?
Around 30 to 35.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's a lot of shoes.
it is a lot of shoes. I kind of have to.
Can you like explain, like, what about shoes, like, do you love?
Well, I just think it's really cool because I mean, there's so many different styles that you can do with shoes, and like, I mean, the way I look at it, happy feet, happy body, and a happy body equals a happy Ellen, and so why not make my feet happy? Because I mean, your whole body aligns. I mean, that starts with your feet. If your feet are out of whack, your hips are out of whack, which throws your spine off and everything, and your back hurts, and you have a headache, and your hips are weird, and so you know, happy feet.
Happy feet.
Happy feet.
Wombo combo.
That's great. That's great. Well, thanks a lot for being on the show. This is great. This is, yeah. Thanks a lot.
Third.
That look good.
Yeah.
So this is what we can line
Thanks for watching On Air with Aaron. Tune in next time.
the entry with.
Subscribe.